Welcome to the NLSS Identity Configuration Training course. This course will provide detailed instructions on how to configure the identity-related components of the Unified Security Suite. Upon completion of this course, you will have gained an understanding of the steps required to configure the components necessary to enable and control card access within your system. This course is comprised of 6 learning areas that are required to complete the identity configuration and enable card access. Access levels, which are used to grant or restrict access to specific doors or areas. Card profiles, which determine the format of the cards being used in the system. For example, the card type, bit format, and facility code. Badge profiles, which determine the layout or design of the system badges. Card holder user-defined, which are optional fields that can be customized by the system owner. Card holders, which define the actual person being granted access to specific doors or areas. And finally, users, which grants permissions for users within the NLSS user interface. We will cover each of these steps in detail and finish the module with a summary of the information covered. The identity configuration should be completed in the following sequence, to ensure that the required information is ready and available when needed for the configuration of subsequent components in this section. Access levels, card profiles, badge profiles, card holder user-defined, and card holders. For example, a card holder cannot be configured unless a badge profile exists. This is because the badge profile is a mandatory field in the card holder configuration screen. The same is true for a badge profile. A badge profile cannot be configured without a card profile that can be assigned. Following the simple sequence will ensure a smooth installation. Before getting started with the identity configuration, there are several prerequisites that must be completed. First, you should have completed your access control configuration. To include your controllers, reader interfaces where applicable, readers, and finally your doors. Additionally, you should have already defined various schedules that can be used to assign or restrict access during specific hours. Finally, you should have given some consideration to the overall access control design. More specifically, the number of different access levels that will be required, the badge layout you prefer, and the card format that will be used. It is important to note that when expanding or adding to an existing access control installation, the format of the cards is critical to a seamless installation. To begin the identity configuration, please return to the Identity playlist to begin the tutorials starting with access levels.